on Tuesday, bruh. And just wanted to check in and mention that nothing happened last night. Nothing happened last night. Nothing's going on this morning. There are like remnants of a dull headache from yesterday, but I don't have a headache anymore. I guess the difference is that yesterday last night I had my progesterone. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? My tire lights? Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Hold on. So I'm at the gas station, and right before I got here, my tire light came on, which you already know. You already know what that means. Fear. Especially since I'm about to be on the road to California. Now, luckily, I'm not going to be alone, but still, I just checked my tire pressure, and they're all low all of a sudden for cold air, and it's chilly, but it's not any chillier than it has been, really. So I don't know, I'm a little bit confused, but I'm gonna go closer to where I'm picking up my co-pilot and use the free air there. I don't think that anybody should be paying for air. So I'm a little bit nervous to get on the highway. Girl, I hate when these tires start acting up. Triggering. Every time I come out to the car, I look at all 4 of my tires every single time, whether I'm coming out of the house or out of the office or the store or wherever. Every time I'm about to get in my car, I look at my tires to see if they look funky. Oh gosh, please, 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 please. I hate this little orange light. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me focus.
For matcha when it comes to pure. And they sell it in these cute little sachets, so it makes it easier for me to keep up with my routine every day. Just for my energy, for my skin health, for my overall life, it's easier. So all I have to do is rip open that cute little sachet. It's already pre-measured. Each beaker is wonderful, so it has the measurements on there. I can know exactly how much water I want to use, add milk or whatever I want at the very end of the process. The perfect cup of matcha, hot or cold. It's gonna dissolve perfectly. It's organic, it's pure, it's delicious. It's got this really good creamy umami flavor that I find most matchas don't have. So I'm bragging about it because I got to give you the hookup. For a limited time, you can get up to 15% off your rechargeable frother and the fancy cup if you shop my link below in the description. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. Let's get on with it. Trying to translate?
Wednesday, November 22nd or 23rd. Whatever the date is right before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. And I'm trying to utilize this inertia that I have, this momentum. I did not necessarily have it this morning when I woke up, but I got up, I rolled out of bed probably, 8 o'clock, and decided that I was just gonna push through, get up, have my tea, and get some stuff done that I needed to get done, because it was really like bothering me and not helping me to rest. So despite how I felt, I was going to get things done so that I could rest through the discomfort, right? And so by doing that, by like moving, I'm actually feeling better. I have not had a headache all morning. It's 12:35 right now, and I have not had a headache. But I am like kind of out of breath, and like my heart has been pounding all day. Moving slightly, moving a lot, bending down, standing up, like I get lightheaded really quick. So this is what I'm gonna say. Like I told my mom, like I'm trying not to get too excited. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but it really, really feels like whatever this headache issue related to increased blood volume during early pregnancy is really probably the likely thing that's happening. And I say all that to say that by getting up, drinking water, having my tea, moving around nonstop, even though like I'm tired and like my heart is working hard, it's making me feel better. Like getting my blood moving is what is saving my ass right now. And you're probably like, you big dummy, I could have told you that. I know I'm supposed to be moving, not quite like a heavy workout, but like just moving during these 2 weeks and, you know, beyond. I get that, and that was the plan. But you already know when I'm not feeling well physically or emotionally, I kind of like stop for a second to rest. And it just so happens that this time, after not feeling well, it took me a little while longer to realize that rest and sleep and all that stuff probably wasn't what I needed. It was to like get my blood moving. And that is helping so much. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm in my mini jungle because if I don't do it now, it's not going to get done, and I want to make sure everybody's tended to before I have another wave of I'm not getting off the couch. So I'm tending to everybody, watering the babies that need to be watered. I trimmed up Hope. I've been putting that off for a long time. I've had to trim her quite a bit over the past year, and I'm not really happy about it. She hasn't been very happy, but since moving her to this side of the couch, she's put out 2 or 3 new leaves. And so I'm like, okay, maybe she just needed to be closer to the sun with some like dappled shade or dappled light. And so far that's been good for her, but I did need to clip off some of the ugly, dead, sickly looking leaves. And I know that I could probably do a lot more, but I don't want her to be too bare. So that was that. I'm looking at Big Boy. Big Boy's fine. He's got another leaf coming up. It's slowly coming up, and it's kind of curly, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But I realized that his most recent leaf, probably can't see, his most recent leaf is a little small compared to what he's been putting out. So I wonder if he's getting tired and about to go into hibernation mode, because he's moving a little bit slower and a little bit smaller, but I'm keeping an eye on him. I didn't realize that my Pothos Enjoy that my mom gave me was struggling as much as it is. Like, it's still losing leaves. It's been sitting in water and I didn't know, because what I was doing the past couple waterings was just watering in the hanging pot that she gave me, and the roots were coming out of the bottom and sitting in the water. So a lot of the leaves I had to pull out because they were soft enough to just pull out, and they're still kind of coming out. So I want this to dry some, probably out of the sun. It's probably too much light. I might have to move her, but I like that she's in a hanging pot with the hanging plants area. But this plant probably does not need as much light as it's getting, so I'm gonna move her. Actually, right now, I'm gonna move her down here with Big Boy to just get some shade and some air and to try to dry out some. Really what I'm over here to do is Helix and Hera. I'm pretty sure they've outgrown their nursery pot. I'm pretty sure. I've been putting this off for forever, and they're starting to get, their leaves are looking kind of sick and needy. So what I'm going to do is take them out of the nursery pot and plant them straight up in this terracotta pot that's hanging. The only thing about that is I would need to take the macrame hanger off of this just for my ease, and I don't want to because it's going to be harder to put it back on, but I'm not going to be lazy. I'm just going to do it. See, I don't want to because she's even twisted into the hanger itself. She's twisted in the ring of the hanger. And girl, I can't. What am I gonna do? I can't take the hanger off because she's basically made it a part of her life. Or they. It's Helix and Hera, brother-sister duo. Hera is the wild one. Helix is pretty chill. But what is this? What is that? Helix doesn't look well. What is that? They might be... I'm a little confused. Okay, well that, I think it's just something's happened and I don't know what. I don't really like the look of it. I don't know what it is. It's not a pest. I think it might be heat damage or a disease of some kind, but it's not a pest. Jesus. I don't know what it is. I'm really out of breath. I can also smell Zevo on here. When I was trying to get flies and bees and pests and stuff out of my windows, I would just spray the Zevo in the windows and I smell that on here. So it could be my fault. Could be my fault, but I don't know. How am I gonna do this? However I'm gonna do it, I need to do it quick because I want to sit down now. I want to sit down now. Yeah, there's oil on here. Girl, just do this. This is one of those projects where I need 4 hands. Actually, maybe I should bring you over. Hold on. water. All right. So, I wish I had a hook that was wide enough to fit over here, but I don't. So let's just get her done. So I need to lift the pot out of the pot, and I don't, oh, there's a little bit of roots down in there. There weren't many the last time I looked, but that could just mean that they, and I put these beads down here, I don't know why. Put these beads down in the bottom of the pot. Okay. So, what do I do? I need 2 more hands. So, 1, put that over to the side. Don't move. Don't move. Put that over to the side. That way I can get a handful. And I'm making a mess specifically over here, even though I could do it anywhere. I'm making a mess over here because I already needed to sturdy sweeping, vacuuming, and mopping. So I'm trying to just centralize the mess that I'm making with this dirt. You know, there's always dirt on my floor. And I'm just trying to keep it under control somewhat, since I refuse to do this kind of stuff on my balcony like a normal person would. That just means that I would have to take everything outside and blah, blah, blah. I would get dirty out there. I would still have dirt in here, blah, blah, blah. Then I'd have to clean it all up. Why do that when I could just do it right here? Just that has made me like out of breath. Everything makes me out of breath. Standing makes me out of breath. Talking makes me out of breath. Doing laundry. Like, I know I'm out of shape. I don't work out. I don't, there's not that much activity, but I am stronger than this. Like, I usually can do stuff like this without needing to take a break. That's how I think. That's how I feel like I'm probably pregnant. Probably. And like I said a couple days ago, I have this weird calmness over me. Like, just calm for no reason, which sounds weird, but if you've been watching me long enough, or you know me, you know that my anxiety is through the roof typically. My anxiety, my worry, my everything is through the roof. And for me to just feel at peace, like it's Christmas time, during my 2-week wait, something, I think this peace was placed upon me. And I am grateful and I am blessed. And we'll just leave it at that, but all of this is for a reason. And I'm going with it. I am just gonna go with it. All right, that wasn't as hard as I was making it seem. They're in there. Now I just need to backfill, which is gonna be the tricky part because all their leaves and vines and shit are in the way, and I'm trying not to snag anybody. Oh, here go the flowers. Flowers are starting to drop. Monty, are you helping or are you in the way? Stop touching. Are you trying to help? Back up, son. Jeez, all right. Let's get some more dirt. How am I gonna do that? Let's put the bag right here. And lift up the vine. This is going to be the messy part. I can tell you right now. Ugh. Oh gosh. Why am am I doing this? Get in there. Sit down. Ooh, shook a little too hard. Okay. Dirty part. If I just utilize this hole that I have, then I can shift the dirt around and down, theoretically. Okay. And you probably can't see any of this. I'm so sorry, it's too late. We've gone too far. So, but it's really not that bad. It's working out. I could have done this easier, but I really did not want to disturb them too much because other than not having enough space in soil, they are very happy. They needed some more space to grow. And I really didn't want to take away the, what do you call this thing? A plant hanger. It's like a macrame rope plant hanger thing. I didn't want to totally take this off and disturb them because they like this thing. They've intertwined with it. They've grown with it. It's part of them. So, all right, well, now the watering part is going to be tricky because, you know, fresh dirt doesn't really soak in very quickly. But, and I've kind of overfilled it. So I'm gonna need to make little grooves to where the water can go down and not spill everywhere. All right. I think it wasn't that bad, guys. It wasn't that bad. But, I'm itchy. Yeah, so yesterday was my first appointment after transfer, my first monitoring appointment. And right now we're just monitoring to make sure progesterone is good. After the beta HCG test coming up on Saturday, I don't know what the appointments are gonna be like after that. I'm excited to find out and be to the next stage, be to the next level. But my first appointment was yesterday after transfer, and it was just a P3 check. So this is just progesterone. They want to make sure that it's still high in the range that they want it to be to maintain, you know, the brewing pregnancy. Where's my hook? Where was the hook that you guys had? I didn't put it back, I don't think. I didn't put the hook back. All right, whatever. And so that was all that it was just one blood test. They checked my blood pressure, and then that was it. Now, I had some anxiety the night before and going up there about how much I didn't want to go all the way and do all of this stuff just for a blood test. But I didn't, like, what else am I going to do? I've been doing it like this thus far. What else? Especially last minute, right? So we went up there. My dad went with me. And I, like, the night before, didn't have, like, I didn't sleep the best. It was better than the night before where I had all the symptoms. But that night before, I did not have very many symptoms at all. So I was like, okay, all right. Still didn't want to go. There were like remnants of a headache for the past 2 days, but I didn't really have a headache, which I was glad about. Because the last thing that I wanted to do was be traveling with this like annoying nagging headache. So we get all the way there. They check my blood pressure. Blood pressure was good. It was at Well, good for me, because I'm usually high every time I go to an appointment there. My blood pressure was in my normal range, which is 126/92. So I was really happy about that. And then my progesterone came back at 35. So it went down about 5 points from transfer day. Transfer day was 40. I was really worried about that because Google said that it didn't need to be any higher than 32. So I was worried about that, but they weren't apparently, and apparently still aren't because it's still high at 35. Continued medication. So I'm still on estrogen twice a day, progesterone tabs, inserts twice a day, and progesterone shots every other day. I can barely fucking talk. I'm pregnant. And I'm like, it's hurting in here for no reason. But the fact that I can barely talk is hilarious to me. What was I saying? Estrogen twice a day, progesterone inserts twice a day, progesterone and oil, PIO shots every other day. So I'll take a shot tonight. Thanksgiving, no shot. Friday, shot. Saturday, no shot. Drive up there, do the beta HCG test, which is the pregnancy test, so that they can tell me what my numbers are, because something is definitely happening. Why would I get the big broom? Why wouldn't I get the little one? Okay, get the little broom. I need that to start my peppers. I don't need this. And I don't need this. So what I'm trying to say is, I checked. Ugh. I hate mess. And I just made a mess. My appointment went well. My appointment went fine. I got a refresh or refill on meds. I guess the country is, there's like a, what do you call it? A delay, a back order, shortage. There is a countrywide shortage on endometrium. So I'm on some sort of like makeshift progesterone insert tablets. I don't know what it's called. They just gave me these pills in a bottle and said, do it yourself. There's no applicator, which I've heard other women on YouTube talk about the progesterone with, I mean, there's no applicator or whatever, and that's fine. I'm no stranger to fingers. Anyways, that's fine. And it was cheaper. So endometrium is really expensive, but a deal compared to other places, I guess. My clinic offers a box of 21 for $150, I think. 150. I know that my backup pharmacy is like 200, I think. And so this bottle of pills for a 30-day supply, well, it's 30 count, it's not 30 days, especially if you're taking 2 at a time. So it's 2 weeks supply. And that cost me $90, which I'm like, bet, let me get one of those for sure. So we'll see how effective this is. I don't know if it's having to do with effectiveness or the fact that you're not getting like the whole kit caboodle applicator. And it's just like, you know, for those savings, who needs the applicator? I'm good. Give me the deal. Alright. Give me the deal. So yeah, after, now I can use the apron. After my appointment, we went and got lunch. So by this time, by the time my appointment was over, I still didn't have a headache, but I still had the like lingering soreness of a headache. And I was just kind of like really uncomfortable. And because I was doing my best to push water to keep my headache from coming back, my stomach was uncomfortable. And I really didn't want to push it with any weird food. And my dad hasn't been feeling well either, so I didn't want him to push it with any weird food. And I mean weird like fast food, right? We neither one of us needed any like grease or anything disgusting. So we went to Sprouts and picked up a sandwich, and he got his lunch. And we just drank water and came home. Or like got back on the road for home. We were gonna stop and do some shopping, but I guess my dad didn't feel like it after a while, so we were just like, no need. Let's just go get back on the road. Which was good because there was hardly any traffic on the way there or on the way back, like a normal day of the week. I think it's the calm before holiday storm. So we made it there and back in great time, except for on the way back in the desert, we hit traffic like the last 2 hours before we got home. We were hitting holiday traffic and it was just a nightmare. My dad, who has a lot of patience, he was even like, okay, I'm sick of this. Like, we need to start moving around these people. Because you know how you get a bunch of people on the road who don't travel all the time and they're like singing songs with their like all their holiday shit and just in the way on the highway when the goal is to like get home and not live on the highway? There was a lot of that going on, and we're just like, oh my god, move, please move. You know, because these turnaround trips are 12-hour drives minimum. So we're like, no, get out of the way. But along the way, I started feeling like crap, I'm not gonna lie. My headache it did come back. My headache on one side, on the left side, came back, and it was like piercing. It wasn't very dull, it was like piercing, like I could feel my pulse on the side of my temple, and my neck and right in the corner here was on fire. I could not stretch enough. I could not sit straight enough. I was so miserable. I was so uncomfortable the whole way back. And then like I was really hot and like felt like I couldn't breathe. It was like really stuffy. It was a mess. And I felt like crap. So once I dropped my dad off at home, I still had another 40 minutes to get back home. And by the time I got home, I felt like shit. I had to park in China and carry all my stuff back. And you know, like I always say, if you don't get home before a certain time, you're not getting a spot. I wasn't even home that late. I got home at like 8:30. Well, still, got home at 8:30, but I could tell that there was an influx of visitors. These are like, I don't know, holiday visitors that people are having at these apartments because I parked so far away. And I'm still there. I haven't gone back out to get my car and move it. I probably should, but nah. I don't have any reason to go out. I'll probably need to go out to my trunk and get some more bottles of water, but I'm not moving or going anywhere for real, so. 7. So whatever, I'll leave my car tomorrow when I go to dinner. But what am I saying? Yeah, I got home at 8:30, felt like shit, dropped all my stuff at the door, jumped in the shower, which helped a little bit. Ate a bowl of cereal, took 2 Tylenol, which really did not do very much. I mean, it took that sharp pain back down to a dull headache, just enough for me to like try to release some tension and go to bed, get some sleep, but my sleep was not very good until much later. It took several hours for me to like really get comfortable and be okay. And the more water I drank, the more weird my stomach was feeling. So I was like, I need to maybe ease up on the water. It was a rough night. It was a rough night. Tired. I woke up late, and then I didn't get out of bed for another like hour or so because every time I moved, I kind of was getting like a little dizzy, or like the blood was rushing from my head. So I was like, let me just lay here. I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have anyone to talk to. Let me just lay here and relax. So I did that for about an hour, and then finally got up and was like, girl, okay, move. So did that, and I've been up and moving ever since. And like I said, by now it's 1:10. So yeah. But like I said, the fact that by me moving around is helping a lot with this headache thing really makes me feel like this is out of the ordinary for me. Like I said, I have boiled my headaches down to high blood pressure or stress or hunger, and none of those is happening right now, although I am waking up hungry. For the past few days, I'm waking up with hunger pains, which normally I can go well into the late morning without having a cup of tea or eating, but I've been waking up with hunger pains. So I took an iron pill today just because it couldn't hurt, right? I'm anemic, but as it is, and I haven't been consistent with my iron because I hate iron more than I hate estrogen. But after recent happenings, it's just like, you know what? Maybe you should start taking your iron pills, bitch. Like, that would help. And so I'm gonna do that. Taking my iron pills. It will help with building blood. I'm also gonna start juicing again because I'd very much rather drink beets and blood building stuff than take these pills. So we're gonna do that. And I'm running out of vitamins, so need to get some new vitamins and probably some better quality ones, to be honest. We'll see. I'm really tired. I want to lay down and watch Bob's Burgers. I also need to continue watching Fall of the House of Usher, because everybody's been raving about it, including my boss, who doesn't watch scary stuff, which shocks me. I mean, it's not scary, but it's like bloody and gory, so that shocks me a bit. If he likes it, then it must be something. And again, everybody else has been talking about it, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to watch anything like that right now while I'm building a baby. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm kind of afraid. I've been watching all of my favorites, trying not to get ahead of myself and watch all my Christmas favorites, but I can't help it. I started watching them. Okay. I don't know how my hair gets everywhere. It's annoying. Stop, Monty. Okay. Maybe I need to redo Monty's hair. I've been thinking about that. Even though I just did it. It might be time. Okay, everybody get back. Get back in your rooms, please. Go, 7, and stop spilling dirt. I just watered you, you're fine. Iverson, you got dirty. Okay, I'm sorry. You got dirty. You have any new babies coming? No? It's okay. Well, it looks like you do. One there, one there. 1, 2, 3. You do have some babies coming. Look at that. You got a bunch of them. You don't need water though, so I'm gonna let you be. Go ahead, do your thing. There you go. Big boy is good, watered. Hope is good, trimmed, not watered. It's not time. Rhodes is up there going crazy, building roads. Pretty soon Rhodes is going to be all the way across here like I originally wanted. So that's great. But yeah, anytime like what I just did now by looking up like that and came back down, whew, shouldn't have did that. Or like if I go down and then get up fast, not a good idea. So that's really the biggest reason why I started taking my iron, because it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna need all the blood builder I can get. Get up slow. Okay. All right. So let me hang these guys back up. Mads is gonna go back up first. Move aside, boys. Just for a second. All right. nuts first. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? I'm not gonna do Monty's hair today. I don't feel like it. I just need him to quit it. Back up some. Uh-oh. Like a little bit. Just back up a little bit. Just 77 in here. Right. Helix and Hera. And they still have flowers left. Not all the flowers dropped. Okay. It's hot in this window. Come on, hook on. There we go. Okay. All right. Untangle. There we go. Yep, untangle. Let go. There we go. Hang out with Monty. All right. That's enough. Gaia, I had to tie her hair up for now because she's going out of control. There's a little baldness in there, but for the most part, she's out of control, so I'm letting her do her thing. Everything else, I watered Birdie, Falcon. Everybody else is good. Mouth is like sticky, maybe because I've been mouth breathing. Ugh. Oh, I meant to go outside and water my aloe and fix. What was that? That was weird. So good. Sticky mouth. I'm gonna try not breathing out of my mouth for the next hour. I pulled out my health watch thing to see if it would regulate, like tell me how many beats per minute I was at. Because I'm really curious. My phone doesn't do that. I had a phone before where I could like put my finger on the sensor and it would take my beats per minute. Apparently this phone doesn't do that. So I thought, oh, break out my Max Buzz watch. And it doesn't do anything but steps, calories burned, and miles moved, and time. And I'm like, what's the use? Why doesn't it do my pulse? Anyways. Yeah. I want to go to my storage so bad, my Christmas decor out, but I feel like I would need help. I don't know how heavy the Christmas tree is. I don't know how heavy the Christmas tree is, but I want to go and get my Christmas decor out of there so that I can be ready and put all my stuff up. Well, not all of my neighbors. Probably a third of my neighbors. No, I won't even say that much. But quite a few have put up their Christmas lights already. Like almost as soon as Halloween was over, they put up their Christmas lights. And I'm ready to put mine up. I usually do it like the day of Thanksgiving, the night of Thanksgiving, or the day after Thanksgiving. And so that's tomorrow. But all of my shit is in storage. And I don't want to wait for anybody to come help me go to my storage, put the stuff in my car, bring the stuff from my car up here. Like, I still have a whole TV in the middle of my floor because I need someone from my family to help me take it down to the dumpster because I can't lift it. Even though it's not heavy for me, I was told not to be lifting anything heavy right now. So that's still here. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe on my way to, if the storage is even open tomorrow, I don't know if they're gonna be open. But maybe on my way to dinner tomorrow, I will stop by the storage and try to get my stuff out. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, let me take this out. Even though like my hair is not tight, it still adds to the soreness in my head. So as soon as I like take it out and it drops, I can feel a difference, believe it or not, and it's not tight at all. But my scalp is dry because my hair hurts, so that's how I know that I need to oil it. I never finished booking my massage. At this point, it's gonna be Friday. Thursday or Friday, I don't know. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I'm going to sit here and watch Night at the Museum too, and relax and hydrate. So, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.